Hello everyone, this is Marie Manucherry. Thank you for liking and subscribing to my YouTube channel. Everything is down below. I really wanted to have a chat today about, becoming a risk taker, creating that opportunity so that you can take an extraordinary leap in faith. And a big part of that road to getting to this place where you could jump forward and bypass all the insecurities, worries, and doubts, fears, frustrations, and anxieties you feel about something you want in your life that you really, really, really want. New career, great health, wonderful partnership, all really great change that comes from your higher self requires a leap in faith. Playing it safe is actually not in your best interest. It's not going to get you what you really want. When you're playing safe, that means you're listening to your mind, and the mind is governed by the ego, which is drenched in fear. When you play it safe, you are listening to many, many old, outdated stories from your history that are drenched in fear. To help you to get to the place where you could leap into your future perfectly, wonderfully, amazingly, with incredible freedom and joy, and the reduction, a significant reduction of anxiety, you're going to have to take a risk. And I know that sounds crazy. Like, isn't the whole idea about being in a physical form is to protect your body and your livelihood and make great choices so you don't make a mistake? No, I completely, wholeheartedly disagree. I want you to make lots of mistakes or things that you think would lead you to a mistake, because mistakes don't really exist. They're a fabrication of your mind. And when you're listening to your mind and you're holding yourself back, you are listening to the ego. And the ego is a paralyzing, fear dominated, completely untruthful, lying part of ourselves. It's part of the human condition, if not the human condition. But a tool that might help you to get into the space so that you could take that leap of faith and make some risky choices that can lead you to extraordinary opportunities and very fulfilling results, fulfilling results, is perhaps when your mind is telling you all these scary stories about things that have never happened to you, that most likely would never happen under any circumstances, that you need to change the story. For most people who want a different career path, which is a really big, important concept in human evolution, is to do things that actually make you happy, not safe, not to assure that you're going to have health care. I don't want you to pick a job because of health care. I want you to pick a job if you're going to work in the world, and people work for decades and decades and decades in the physical form. I would prefer that you pick a job because it is incredibly fun and exciting and inspires you and transforms your consciousness. That's what I would love for you to do. And in all reality, when you pick career paths in that direction, you will have great health insurance. You will have enough resources, but you have to take the leap in faith. Changing the story that you won't have insurance, that you're going to live on the streets, that you won't have any more friends, that people will think you're crazy. I want you to begin consistently when your mind comes up with these fearful images and long dialogues of why you cannot take a leap in faith, why you can never take a risk. Come up with a new story in your mind. Create it, because many times when you're acting out of fear, your cellular memory is being triggered, probably from a historical event, maybe not even completely aligned, because did we have health insurance on the planet 100 years ago? Probably not. So you probably haven't existed on the earth plane less than 100 years before your most current incarnation. Most beings spend about 50 to 100 years or more on the other side or in another dimension before they attempt another physical life existence. So most likely the last time you lived on the planet, you did not have health insurance. It did not exist, but yet you were fine. You survived. You were cared for. You got the surgeries that you needed or the medication that you needed. So I want you to tell your body a new story. If you want a new job and your being will not take the leap of faith because you are terrified that you will not have medical coverage. I want you to start to tell yourselves, that means you create a story in your mind, a brand new story, that no matter what you do, you will have incredible health insurance. You could even say to yourself, oh yeah, and I have great health insurance too. You don't have to figure out where it's going to come from or how it's going to get to you. In fact, those words never sit well with the universe. The universe doesn't operate from a conceptual framework of time. It doesn't exist outside of the man-made phenomenon that it is here on Earth. So don't use language like how, what, where, when, or why. Just skip to the part of the story you want it to be. You have health insurance, really great health insurance. It's amazing. You don't use it because you're healthy and you don't need it. It is basically a waste of your resources, but it's a great write-off on your taxes because as a self-employed, successful, happy person that you are now, because you took a leap of faith, you trusted yourself, you trusted your intuition, you stopped listening to your mind. And so of course you have all the resources that you need to have a life even better than the one that you had when you worked in corporate America or wherever you've worked in the corporate world on Earth. And you have better health insurance than what the corporation gave you. But of course, again, because you are telling your body a new story, so you can take a leap of faith and have a completely different experience, you don't even need it because you're incredibly healthy. Go ahead and try telling yourself that story. Make up wonderful stories about what you would really love to experience and tell that to your body so that you can take all the risks you need to live a life of true fulfillment and true happiness and true joy. So you can take that well-deserved leap of faith. All right, bye-bye. Have a good day.